Back on our Media Day coverage and joined by the Rutgers Scarlet Knights. You take a look at Rutgers. How exciting was it at the Big Ten tourney last year in Madison Square Garden? Made the quarterfinals for the first time ever before losing to Purdue, a team that brings back a lot of production from last season, but does lose its top two scorers in Corey Sanders and Deshaun Freeman, and a couple of the guys who will lead this year's team. Geo Baker, Eugene Omoruyi with me, along with Coach Steve Pikell. Look, guys, let's start here. And we've been talking about this for the last couple of years. This was a massive rebuild. You knew it was a massive rebuild. You had the great shot in the arm at the Garden last year. Where do you feel like you are in the process of where you started and where you want to be?
You know what? I feel real good. 2 years in, we're up in everything. Our facilities are getting built right now. Practice facility, brand new court. Our GPA's up. Our APR is up. Our season ticket holder base is up. I think our players continue to get better and better. And I really like where we are. It kept my staff together, which I think is important when you're building. I knew there would be some obstacles. It's the best league in the country. So you better bring it every night. You got Hall of Fame coaches. You got great players. But I really like where we are, and I feel really good. Our recruiting class is up. The improvement that these two guys have made is tremendous. We have Big Shaq Dorson, first time he's had off-season in a long time, and I thought people saw a little bit the power of Rutgers Nation at Madison Square Garden, in New York, and our alums are excited. So everything's up and feel great, about the direction of the program.
It was a really cool scene there, and I have to say somewhat unexpected from where I sat. I mean, it was eye-opening, I think, for all of us who didn't necessarily understand the passion that was there. What was it like for you guys to be in the Garden and to essentially have Rutgers fan base take it over?
Yeah, it was amazing. It basically felt like a home court advantage, kind of. And we wanted to really just surprise people. And, Coach always said that, survive in advance. So we felt like we could really make some noise.
What was that like, Eugene?
It was a great experience. I liked the home crowd. It felt great. I felt like the guys came on energy, so it really lifted everyone up together to play together.
Now, the guy who really shined in those games was Corey Sanders, as you guys are well aware. And so now you start life without Corey. Give me a sense of, and I know it's not one of those things where you just plug in someone and he replaces Corey. However, you do have to figure out a way collectively to replace him. I'm interested from all of you, kind of how do you go about doing that, and what have we seen so far?
Yeah, there's no doubt. Corey was great and had great moments throughout his whole career. Real proud of him, too. Signed a G League contract, the other day, and, is on his journey, to being a pro. But we're going to miss him. We're going to miss Deshaun Freeman and Mike Williams and experienced players. I think we've added some unique pieces, though, and people don't know a lot about some of the guys that we have, in the program. But I also think these guys are ready to step up. Corey'd like to take the big shot at the end of the game. I think I have two guys here that want to take the big shot. And I hope our players keep developing like he did and can go on and play professionally and be real close to getting their degree. Deshaun got his degree. Mike Williams got his degree. That's what we're trying to build here, a program that you come and play for and you get your degree and you get better.
Well, tell me about some of those new pieces. I mean, I know there's a lot of excitement about Montez Mathis and Ron Harper Jr. You have the transfer of Peter Kiss. Who has stepped up? Well, let me ask you guys before I ask your coach. Who has impressed you among the new faces, Eugene?
All the guys coming to practice. They've all been working hard. They've all had their heads straight. It's been great watching all of them grow.
Give me a name. Give me one guy who you...
All of them. I can say all of them. I feel like they've all grown together, and they're all close with us, so it's really helped us out a lot.
I have to agree with Eugene. Everyone has been really good for us, but since you want one name, I'll say Peter Kiss. I feel like he's one guy that no one has really been talking about. I think he's going to shock a lot of people.
All right, a really good shooter, transfer from Quinnipiac. Tell us a little bit about his game.
Yeah, he scores in a lot of ways. He's athletic, 40-inch vertical, shoots mid-range, passes it, but he's real competitive, and I like the fact that he's had a year. In practices, he's not new. He scored 28 points against Gonzaga as a freshman, So
are they any good?
He's been through it. They're pretty good program. But, all the newcomers have brought something. But most importantly, I really like our returning guys. I think Issa Cham's gotten better. Shaq Dorson had an off season. Every year since I've been there, he's been in the cast.
Right.
And this was the first year he's in great shape. I think you saw a little bit what he could do at the end of last year, so I'm excited about, what he brings. And then Miles Johnson's a kid I redshirted last year, 33 pounds he's lost. He's a 6'10", low post scorer. He brings a lot. Montez Mathis excited about another 40-inch vertical, attacks the rim. Baltimore, Ron Harper Jr. has got a great DNA, in his family. And Caleb McConnell, too, is another guy that people don't talk about, but he's going to be probably our backup point guard, 6'6" point guard, really good. And Shaq Carter was the 7th-ranked junior college player in the country at 6'9", 265. Excited. And Mamadou Decore, too, comes back as a starter that started last year, and he's better. So, I really feel good about, the pieces we've added. And I think, quietly we're going to play some really good basketball. And I'm excited. These guys have been great leaders to replace the seniors we had last year.
If nothing else, you will lead the nation in Shaqs. Right.
We have a double order Shaqs, and they're both good players and great kids.
More importantly, right? How about your role now? I mean, you're going to be on the ball significantly more than in the past, right? How does that change your mentality on the court?
I think the biggest thing is just being a bigger leader. I have to be a lot more vocal on the court now. A lot of people are relying on me now. It's my 2nd year, so I think that I'm no longer a freshman. I can't really make freshman mistakes anymore, so I think it's going to be really important for me just to be a leader on the court.
Eugene, it's interesting in spending time around Coach and covering your games and being at shoot-arounds, the emphasis on defense and rebounding. I mean, you'd have to be not paying attention to miss it, in the first 2 minutes. And it feels to me like you kind of personify that. How hard is it as a player in a game where everyone worries about how many points they score to be the guy who says, I'm going to be that blue-collar guy and I'm going to do what Coach Pikell wants me to do?
I just feel like I just leave my blood, sweat, and tears out there on the court. I feel like I don't have to be the top scorer. I could just do the little things to make my team great. So I just feel like as long as I come play hard, and if my shots don't fall, I just play hard and I can still help my team win another way.
How do you measure progress this year?
Well, I mean, we're going to make a big jump here, and we've talked a lot about it, and our goal is to go to the NCAA tournament. I know we haven't been there in a while. I think this group, we only have one senior, but we have a lot of younger guys that have had a lot of experience. I think every year I've been there, we've taken another step, and this year I look forward to taking that next one, and that's the big one, get to the tournament.
All right, Steve Pikell, Geo Baker, Eugene Omoruyi. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Best of luck this year. Really good to see you.
Appreciate it.